Welcome back to the Humble Healer podcast. This is the fourth episode and is the second part of the Nerve Gut Axis series, How to Optimize Your Nerve Gut Axis. This is Dr. Quang Lei. I'm a board certified family physician, bringing messages on information on health and wellness for my patients and the community out there. I hope you have found the first three episodes helpful. I talked about how having a dysfunctional gut microbiome and gut health can cause adverse mental health disorders. And in this episode, we will start discussing ways we can do to optimize our gut health to improve not only our mental health, but many other health benefits. Optimizing gut health starts with mental preparation, and it involves both physical and mental preparation. If you do not prepare yourself mentally to start your journey of gut wellness, then your effort will not be sustainable. Transforming your gut health requires the same focus and intention as mastering any skill. It begins by making gut health a conscious priority and by recognizing that every meal is an opportunity to support or undermine your gut microbiome. Feed your heart and soul with one healthy activity that you love: a walk, gardening, a sport activity, journaling. Remember that you are worthy for doing things not only for others, but also for yourself. Examine your sleep routine by practicing good sleep hygiene. I will go over that more deeply in a future episode about shift preparation or how to prepare for a good day. Eliminate caffeine in the afternoon and turn down the thermostat at night. Choose to get some safe sun exposure for vitamin D and improve mood. Bring awareness to emotion that might cause you to make poor food choices is important. Fast food and sugary treats are common comfort foods, triggering immediate release of feel-good brain and hormones such as dopamine and serotonin. As we discussed in the first segment of the series, it promotes harmful bacteria overgrowth that can cause a vicious feedback loop, triggering more cravings of these foods and unhealthy diet. And over the long term, these lead to high fat, salt, calorie content that cause bloating, high blood pressure, weight gain, and many other adverse health effects. Stop the fear of missing out. Stop trying to be a perfectionist and the best of everything or having the best of things. It's not possible. Comparing to others lead to inevitable shameflammation. Self-compassion help with self-acceptance and self-worth, and invest more time in activities and relationships that brings you a sense of peace and encourage authenticity. Make small changes that are long-lasting and avoid extreme to make these sustainable. Being self-compassionate with your progresses and avoid crash diet and strict yoga practices from the get-go. When these eventually will fail, they will lead to more feeling of shame. There was a study that was done on former participants of The Biggest Losers television show who have lost, and participants lost hundreds of pounds in that contest, but regained most, if not all of them and more afterward, since those extreme efforts were not sustainable. And in a lot of ways, that caused more harm to these participants and put them in worse shape in mental and physical health than before they started participating in the TV show. Continue to nourish your body in mindful ways each day and reconnect with yourself. At the same time, can bring lasting changes. Aim to keep processed food to less than a quarter of your caloric intake. Starting with timing of eating and intermittent fasting. There's a saying that eat breakfast like a king, eat lunch like a princess, and eat dinner like a pauper. There is scientific evidence now to support that. Same meals for dinners and breakfast result in body's metabolism and caloric distribution better in the morning. Body sugar rises more after evening meals due to lack of efficiency above, resulting in elevated blood pressure, chronic inflammation, obesity, cholesterol, and diabetes. Melatonin suppresses insulin secretion, causing high sugar at nighttime. More caloric intake at night increases fat storage, and more caloric intake in the morning reduces hunger throughout the day, reducing snacking. To have better appetite in the morning, avoid big meals in late evening. For dinner, steer clear as a processed food, those high in sugar, sodium, things that are filling and does not raise sugar as much in legumes, grilled fish, chicken breast, vegetable, fruit, and whole grains. On intermittent fasting, there is a lot of scientific evidence to support this practice. It appears to trigger several protective mechanisms against neurodegeneration. During the 16-hour fasting period, the body shifts into enhanced state of cellular repair and promote metabolic flexibility, reducing inflammatory markers and enhance the diversity of gut bacteria. Most people find success eating between 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 12 p.m. to 8 p.m., but this is not as important as maintaining the consistency of fasting and ensuring proper nutrition during eating periods. Using the right ingredients is also very important. Think of your kitchen like a personal pharmacy that can be stocked with compound that can either heal or harm your microbiome. Success depends on both having the right ingredients and also how and when to use them effectively. The foundation of gut health is built on a diverse plant-based diet. Try finding a new vegetable and how to prepare it. New flavors can reignite the joy of food. It begins with leafy greens, which provide sulfoquinols, the nutrient that feeds beneficial gut bacteria. Cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli, Brussels sprout, and arugula offer a powerful combination of fiber and essential nutrients. Allium vegetables like garlic and onions actively support gut health by promoting the new growth of beneficial bacteria. Mediterranean diet stands at the forefront of healthy dietary lifestyle choices. It is based on a foundation of leafy greens, colorful vegetables, and whole grains and legumes, complemented by moderate amount of fish and specific plant-based fats. It minimizes inflammatory triggers like red meat and processed foods. The fiber-rich vegetables and legumes feed beneficial gut bacteria, while the natural fats help absorb essential nutrients. Fresh herbs and specific spices contribute additional anti-inflammatory compounds. For supplements, research shows specific probiotic strains, particularly lactobacillus, may help improve cognitive function by modulating the nerve-gut axis. Butyrate, a postbiotic compound naturally produced by healthy gut bacteria, plays a crucial role in reducing systemic inflammation. GABA supplements may help improve mood and anxiety level. Vitamin D may also improve gut health and reduce cognitive decline. Strategic use of spices amplify these benefits. Turmeric has anti-inflammatory properties which become particularly potent when paired with black pepper. Ginger enhances our ability to absorb nutrients through increasing production of a compound called prostaglandin. Fermented food also are important keys such as natural probiotics. From aged teas to kombucha, these foods introduce beneficial bacteria while supporting the microbiome you have already. Berries offer a combination of anti-inflammatory compounds while satisfying our natural desire for sweetness without resorting to processed sugars. Explore healthy fats like walnut, avocados, wild-caught salmon, virgin olive oil, and try probiotic foods like sauerkraut or kefir. Up your protein intake, which has a host of healing benefits. Start with intermittent fasting as above, and also explore hidden sugar in things like processed food, salt dressing, yogurt, and sweat them out for more mindful choices. Focus on your water intake. Up 6 to 8 glasses of water per day can boost energy level, curb hunger, lend stamina, and regulate sleep. 1 glass of water, especially first thing in the morning, is important since that's when we are in a state of dehydration after waking up. Explore healthy carb and try tasting a variety of herbal teas and explore your fiber intake and delicious fiber-rich foods. Use mindfulness in food preparation and consumption. Appreciate each meal by turning the phone off and tuning into the flavors. Slow down eating to smell, savor, chew, and enjoy your meal. Try swapping out a solid meal for a soup to help your body digest more easily. Cupping a warm mug in comfort to your body and mind and reminds how worthy you are of nourishment and comfort. Home cooking isn't just about controlling ingredients, but also about creating a deeper relationship with our food and our gut health. When we prepare our meals ourselves, we naturally become more mindful of our choices. We are more likely to choose whole foods over processed alternatives, incorporating more vegetable, legumes, and fish ingredients. Sharing meals with family and friends satisfy deep social needs, all while creating a positive feedback loop that reinforces healthy choices. The simple act of involving others in meal preparation, from chopping vegetables to experimenting with new spices, transform eating from a solitary activity into a community experience that nourishes both body and spirit. Example of how you can start your healthy dietary journey. On day 1, try a single dietary and emotional task that you can tackle easily and successfully. One is around food and the other is about feeling. Maybe cut down on an afternoon latte that keep you up at nighttime or tacos that make you feel bloated. Simply ask yourself why this food and drink is still part of your diet. Awareness without judgment is key. Another simple task is to limit restaurant meals to once per week. Try putting a pause between eyeing a birthday cake and reaching out for that, using meditative reflection to give into your craving with unhealthy foods and snacks. On day 2, try to eliminate more snacks to give your gut a break for at least 4 hours between meals. If you feel the need for snacking, that means your meals lack sufficient protein, like nuts and eggs, that deliver lasting energy. While your gut rests, try to focus on identifying all of your emotion, far beyond happiness or sadness. So that's part 2 of the nerve-gut axis. On part 3, we'll talk about how mental health disorders can cause or perpetuate chronic GI disorders such as dyspepsia, which is a chronic upper abdominal pain, gastric ulcers, reflux, irritable bowel syndrome, cyclical nausea, vomiting syndrome, and what we can do. These are the disorders or symptoms that I have encountered on a weekly basis during my clinical practice at an urgent care clinic. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and leave me any comment and also suggest any other topics that you would like me to talk about. Thank you for your time and take care.